Of course, we're not alone. Scientists claims we're using the wrong type of technology to hunt for aliens. Okay, well, we have a lot of whistleblowers saying that there are aliens among us, aliens in our solar system, even humans in our solar system, in colonies on the moon and Mars, etc. And we also have a former Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Hellyer, who is still alive, by the way. And for decades, he's been giving lectures, informing people that aliens are among us. And now we have the UK. They're saying that the British Royal Air Force is to declassify the X-Files concerning UFOs and space aliens for anyone worldwide to refer to. And of course, we have scientists saying, yes, they are around us, they're among us, extraterrestrial life exists, and we can discover it and reveal it very easily if we use another type of technology. One of these is Alexander Panov. He's Moscow State University Research Institute of Nuclear Physics scientist and spent many years working for SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, at the Scientific Council of Academy of Sciences in Radio Astronomy. And he said it recently in an interview, he's very sad at the lack of interaction between researchers involved in searches for biological and intelligent life in the universe. He called for greater cooperation, pooling of resources between everybody in the world, and in these two distinct fields which have the same goal, that is to find aliens, extraterrestrial living entities. He said, of course we're not alone. The question is not whether they exist, but where they exist. Now, some scientists and astronomers look for exoplanets in Goldilocks zones, zones that would house Earth like our Earth to sustain life as our Earth sustains life. And some examine planets' atmospheres in search of biosignatures. Others are hunting for signals of alien origin. But this scientist Panov says there's little crossover and collaboration between researchers to share with each other what they've found and what they're doing. The way of finding these candidate stars, observing their planets for a short period before moving to another star, once no signals are detected, is a mistake, he says, citing our own planet as a prime example. He said, perhaps one of the planets of this star there is a highly developed civilization that's able to send messages to space like us. Does not have the energy capabilities to transmit continuously to all the stars in the area. For example, we didn't have this technology about 100 years ago. We were here for thousands of years, but we didn't have technology to be beeping out signals into space. This is something that humans have been doing recently. So he says, instead of only transmitting signals in a given direction in bursts, he says round-the-clock scanning of the entire sky using planet-wide network receiving stations, even though he says that there are flaws there as well. He feels that it is possible that a number of advanced civilizations created quarantine zones around us, complete with radio blackout, so as not to interfere with our independent development. In other words, they want to be hiding from us on purpose, and they don't want to influence us in any way. He also says that astroarchaeology is a very important science to determine whether space aliens, extraterrestrial life, visited us over the past tens of millions of years. He feels that highly detailed photography of the surface of the moon is critical to our investigation of possible extraterrestrial past. Yes, why hasn't that been done? I mean, you know, they show us all these images that are so blurry and they're even black and white. Why hasn't this been done all this time? You have China wanting to go, you have Russia wanting to go to set up colonies there, but we still have not seen any detailed images of the moon. Why do they want to go when we haven't even seen detailed images of the moon? They want to set up colonies bases on the south pole of the moon. China wants to have a manned station there, and Russia says they want to have a base with robots, and whatever the robots can't do, they will send up cosmonauts to do. Yet we have no detailed images of the moon, our only, from what we know, only satellite. There are others who believe we have more satellites than our moon, but anyway, our main moon satellite, and I took a very nice picture of the full moon that we have today. I'll put that up in a few minutes. The full moon over our little church. And so he says he's not convinced that by any of the UFO encounters and sightings that he's examined, and he believes that they likely can be explained away by other phenomena. In other words, what are they? Are they advanced secret programs? Could be. Are they Atlanteans left over from pre-flood civilizations, advanced technology that they have? Could be. We have Manny P. Hall saying that it's a very real possibility. We have the Emerald Tablets written by Thoth the Atlantean claiming that that's a very real possibility, that some Atlanteans survived and went to other areas of the world with their advanced technology, setting up other cities with pyramids, with advanced technology, and that they're hiding from humans in order to keep their knowledge untainted. And these Atlanteans were also the first deities of ancient Egypt, supposedly. They had space travel, and they also had interdimensional travel. So these things, interdimensional, parallel worlds, do exist. Okay, let's one example that we all, many a time, if we haven't personally, somebody in our family, if we ask around, must have had an angelic visitation. And where do they come from? They're right next to us. It's just that God doesn't allow us to always see them. But they're right next. They're with us, parallel to us, but they're just in an area that we can't see with our own eyes. Now, we can't see that frequency. So Panov says he believes that communications between these types of extraterrestrial civilizations is possible, but it's not always a two-way thing, since some ancient civilizations could have stored knowledge in sort of something like a cosmic cloud, which has survived their extinction and still is present thousands or millions of years later. And then we have, of course, the UK, the British Royal Air Force is to declassify all their X-files that they've kept classified for all these years. They will now publish this entirety of UFO sightings and encounters over the UK. And it's a huge move, sure to spark even more conspiracy theories. And RAF closed down its UFO desk in 2009 after 50 years of reports in which no serious threat was identified. So records from this RAF department were sent to the National Archives, where they were kept as classified documents. And now reports will be placed online archives on dedicated Gov UK page, according to Freedom of Information request submitted by the PA News Agency. So that will be soon available, to everybody worldwide. Spokesperson for RAF said it has been assessed that it would be better to publish these records rather than continue sending documents to the National Archives, so that they are looking to put them onto a dedicated Gov UK webpage. The declassification is already underway, and spokespersons expect they'll be publishing sometime within the first quarter of this year. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.